Alright, hello everybody, it is I, Granite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We're here on the island of Skyros, and we are going to keep exploring it. There's not a whole lot left for us to explore on Skyros, and then we're going to make our way down to the next story area, as this was kind of on the way, and so hopefully we can just do that. So we just have a little bit more orichalcum to pick up. And looks like just a couple places to explore. Very nice. Well, let's go down. Looks like off of here there's an island. You can see it off in the distance. Yeah, we're just going to kind of move around and just knock out these places. Shouldn't take us too long. Alright, and there's our orichalcum out here. Buy a little bit of wood. Very nice. Before we go get this, we're going to hop over here. Bit more orichalcum pick up. Get out of my way. Really, Hickoris takes down that whole elk by itself? That's ridiculous. And even if it's a deer, it looks like an elk. I don't think I've ever seen deer that big. Of course, I don't know what ancient Greek deer looked like. Alright, there we go. Now we'll make our way up here. I missed that one. He came back! Something attacking me? Oh, it's a bear. Come on, Cap. That's not what I wanted. I don't know if that's actually in this area or down in this cave. Looks like it's a lot further away.
Let's
Yeah,
hope
no one will notice. Oh no, they noticed.
Good luck to you.
Hey, Pupper.
Charge!
Alright, that's everything here. So where was this stuff? It's not a named location, but it's gear and resources. Well, I pressed parry.
One more good hit should do it.
Dare to desert. What is this? We're close to stuff down here. Let's finish this up and then we'll go talk to him. Since the fast travel's closed, I don't have a fast travel back down here. Alright, we gotta find the alpha animal. Must be one of these. Alright, easy enough. Alright, so from here we're going to go up to this little alcove, pick up some orichalcum. Get out of here. Almost right on top of it. Look at that. Alright, and then from here we'll go onto this point. ends up taking us about 15 minutes to clean up the rest of Skyro, so it's pretty nice. Alright, now we'll go up to the viewpoint.
Know this place, Icaros? It's where Lycomedes threw Theseus to his death.
Alright, before we hop down into the water, I think that because this is where one of our riddles that we got here was at, we'll get that in just a sec. We're going to go over here, and there's a little more orichalcum, of course. And then we'll come back up. And there it is, down there. Alright, and then down in here. Alright. And that takes care of the rest of Skyros, and so we'll hop over here and see what this guy wants. And then we'll make our way down to the next island.
Sparta will get a lot stronger once my...
Fiere, soldier. How can I serve Sparta today?
The eagle-bearing Misthios. I thought you were a legend.
You heard right, Spartan. I am a legend.
I've heard stories about how you work with the Spartans in Megaris and help them to victory. I've also heard you have something to do with the wolf's disappearance.
You can't believe everything you hear.
Sadly, with the wolf gone, fear has spread through our ranks. There's actually a small group of conspirators claiming Nikolaos isn't dead, but a deserter. They're alleging no one's seen his body.
That's crazy. Everyone knows he's dead.
That may be, but these men are convinced. They're deserting their posts and encouraging others to follow. They need to be stopped.
You're asking me to kill all the Spartan deserters?
All these soldiers must die. It's the only way.
You haven't heard? That's already been taken care of. By me.
You've served Sparta well. This is for you.
All in a day's work.
Well, okay. It's just free experience. Alright, so let's see. We're heading down to Andros next. We need to get back to our ship, so we'll just fast travel to the dock here. Oops, sorry, bud.
Get in position to sail!
Commander, we've been waiting for you.
Sorry, I had things to do.
Sailing speed!
We went right through that whale. Alright, just a sec. These guys are like in my way. I'll fight them if I have to.
Everyone to battle positions! Archers! Get ready to fire!
Wanna do this, bud? Really?
Sails down!
Yeah, they do.
Ready. I need archers! Hurry!
Give it up for a hit, Commander. Give up!
Ready your bows! Arrows!
Position! No good! We need to move before they hit us!
That's not what I wanted.
Why not scorch those shits?
Archers! Ready!
Poseidon's bow! With these!
With me!
Tom, I'll gut you!
Get out of here. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
They are going to hit us!
More speed!
Who is?
Ready arrow! We need to use fire! Archers! Take your marks!
They're trying to ram us!
Use arrows! Ready for impact! Archers to the front!
All right.
We fought a good fight. Not for the last time, I'm sure.
Usually after they roll, they try to hit you. Easy enough. Alright, where are we even? This is where we wanted to go.
Onward! Ship your oars! Lower the oars! Ready oars for docking!
Okay. So it looks like there is some orichalcum we can pick up amongst here first. We're not even on here yet, I guess. There we go. Let's run around and pick up some orichalcum. We have the Chimera down here. We'll look at him in just a sec. Alright, all the way up here on the tippy top point, on a little island that sticks out, there should be some... Alright, so from here... it looks like there's some here. It's like near this question mark area, but I don't think we want to go there yet because I think that'll progress the story. I want to explore the island first. Yeah, that's where we're wanting to guess to go. Oh, there's our orichalcum I'm looking for. Then from here, if we just head south... Something is getting hit. And it says there might be some like right around here, like right. Oh, there it is down there. I see it. And then right next to this door. Not sure. It kind of shows that there's some, like, right around here. But I'm not seeing this one. Like I said, I don't want to trigger anything here yet. So let's go down to here. Alright, and then this way from here. Shows it's like right here. Oh, there it is. A little more right here. Two up here. Alright, so from here we want to go up like here. And then we'll go on with the story before we do the other question mark stuff here, because I think they might be related. Kind of an arena down there or something. Not seeing this orichalcum. Oh, here it is. And then there should be a bit more about here. Yep. And then one more over this way. And then the only one we didn't find was the one that the map says is like right near the entrance, but whatever. We'll see if we find it on the way down in that little chasm. Alright. Can't fast travel because there's a pig after me. He got me. Alright. Oh, here we go.
Is that a door? I've never seen anything like it before.
Mm-hmm.
How do I get inside? I wonder if...
The Spear of Leonidas.
Who's there? Come out!
Hesitation only hastens.
The grave, I no matter.
Your form is improving. Your resolve is strong, but you're not taking action.
I was going to.
I know, but it's the moments in between that decide everything.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
Leonidas' spear.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready.
I felt something.
Huh?
The spear. It has magic.
Carries with it a long line of power. A bloodline of incredible heroes. The same blood within you and me and our family.
All of us?
Think of Leonidas. He had great courage, and he made a great sacrifice. You share in his blood and the strength he possessed. We are able to feel certain things happening around us. That is our family's gift. But not everyone understands that. Some recognize the power we bear and want it only for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They will try to take it from us.
I won't let them.
I know. You're a warrior. If we keep moving forward, always moving forward, we're untouchable. Storm is coming in.
Then maybe we should move forward now.
Mater, I haven't forgotten you.
Interesting.
By the gods, who built all this?
Discover the ancient forge. Well, I'm guessing we should go up to the lit up area.
Place like this exist?
What's this?
How could I even explain this to someone like Marcos? Something's glowing over there.
Mm-hmm. Nothing here, but this. It looks like they want us to get, like, what, the rest of the forge?
Forge activated. Synchronizing retransmission chronicity. Contact engaged.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're back in the real world for the first time.
Themos. The Forge.
I knew I let you stay in the Animus too long. Your vitals are crashing.
You don't understand. This confirms it. Alexios didn't just have Isu technology, he had the means to improve it. Imagine how powerful the staff could be.
I admit, that could be an incredible find. But right now, I'm the doctor, and I take care of you. Now get some rest before you go back to Alexios.
If you insist, but only because I've got work to do on the outside.
Please, just clear your head. The last thing we need is a cell leader suffering from the bleeding effect and spearing us because we're Hittites or Thracians.
I won't. But Thracians throw great parties.
Don't forget, we're a team. We'll back you up until you're finished your investigation.
I know. Kyoshi secured the loft yesterday and he's keeping an eye out. Elena's on call doing historical research.
And I'm here to talk if you're feeling any confusion from the Animus.
Always the therapist. So, Doctor, how do you feel now that we're closer than ever to the staff?
I believe this staff is important. But the Templars and Assassins have found staves of Eden before. Nikolai Tesla blew one up in Russia, if I remember correctly.
This is different. If what I saw in Egypt is true, this staff doesn't control minds. It controls physics, time. Imagine rewriting the rules of the universe.
The spear you found is right here, and it's not doing anything.
The spear's attached to a bloodline. Leonidas, Alexios, and Cassandra. They were intimately connected to it.
Are you sure you can use the Staff of Hermes, then?
No. But if the Templars get it, they won't stop until they find someone who can. So, what do you think of my new Animus?
You mean our new Animus? That's Abstergo equipment.
Which I've modified to within a millimeter of its digital life. It's an Animus console prototype, Brahmin variant, with the I/O capacities pushed to their max. Ultra-portable with more calculating power than NASA and CERN combined. I'll go stretch my legs. Too bad we don't have access to the Abstergo gym anymore, huh?
Membership costs too much.
Mm-hmm.
I should check my email.
Yeah?
Eagles are fine and all, but a pet monkey would be even cooler. center of the universe, circa 400 BCE.
Is this ours? Looks like it. All right, what do we got? The Quebec caper here. So we got some stuff to read here. QC file 1 set up. Layla, I'm in. Victoria, how'd you manage that? Layla, let's just say I left a crypto key under the doormat, and in case Abstergo escorted me out. Victoria, was your hunch right? Layla, yep, just in time. They have a location, Notre Dame de Quebec, but I can't find the relic. I'm sure it must be here. Victoria, I guess they don't have Catholic on their team like you do. Layla, no way. Quebec City, here we come. Source file 2. Potential descendant recollects those who possess the ability of recollection. 15th century order of Franciscan monks. 1614 King Louis XIII requested that Samuel de Champlain take a selection of recollects to Canada. Order was abruptly disbanded upon return to France. Operative redacted. Tracing blood to light redactive. Collecting friars: Father Denis Jamais, Father Jean Daubeau, Father Joseph Lecoron, Brother Pacifique Duplessis, Brother Nicholas Vell, drowned in 1925. Location: Cathedral Basilica de Notre Dame de Quebec. 4 centuries of treasures and archives here. 900 people buried under the cathedral. Excavation uncovered hidden relics. Operative summary: search of Cathedral Basilica of Notre Dame de Quebec. Target item not found. Operative update: September 5th, 2017. Agents have the location under surveillance, waiting new intel. The plan: the Cathedral Basilica Notre Dame de Quebec, architectural masterpiece, 1633 historical landmark, and blood repository. Execution: Kyoshi, area clear, slipped first responder money. Victoria, nice work, media's got their story. Layla, how did you manage to get the gold paint off K? Kyoshi, paint isn't a bother, it's ringing in my ears. Victoria, I can't believe you pulled that off. Kyoshi, if you can't believe in a golden Kyoshi angel flying overhead, then what can you believe in? Local news recording.
Un cambriolage a eu lieu à la basilique cathédrale Notre-Dame de Québec. Heureusement, les dégâts au bâtiment historique sont minimes. Le secrétariat de la paroisse rapporte que les malfaiteurs sont partis en laissant derrière la cible du vol.
Okay, interesting. Reality is a simulation. Notes. March 30th, 2018, 2:12 a.m. Took a deep dive into theories about our reality being a simulation and ended up on a weird end of the internet. I'm just gathering information at this point. Not all I have found has been useful. It's been hard to imagine the world we know being another layer of the Animus, but it makes sense in its own way, Layla. File 2, video capture. 10 religious artifacts of supernatural powers. Chilling top 10s. Miracles. Just how real are they? These relics have some kind of story attached to them, good, bad, or divine. Oops. Don't forget to subscribe for more lists like this. Follow our social media for new lists and updates every day. Buy some merch. Relic Saints top 10s. Boobs Funny Fail compilation. Comment 1, cool video. Check out my channel. Comment 2, NB4 No Holy Grail. Magazine. The question mark. Secret Science Investigations, number 39, Ancient Greece. Secrets of Ancient Greece revealed. Atlantis, where did it sink? And can satellite photos help us find this? Don't miss. Was Herodotus an Illuminati puppet? Hercules, man or myth? Did demigods walk the earth? Three-headed dogs, the Russian following in Demikov's footsteps. New studies. Pythagoras, how did he know? The founder of our popular theorem also believed that numbers were the key to unlocking the universe. Message board. Simulation theory. If Layla Hassan, April 1st, 2018, 4:15. Hey, we're a hive mind. I was in Egypt recently and found out some of my friends. And with some of my friends, when the topic of reality as a simulation came up, it's a bit of a tinfoil hat, but an interesting theory. Does anyone have any academic resources on this? At the real Betty Bloop, 4:20 p.m. Here's an article about that, like, written 2 years ago. You might want to read up on Hans Morveck. I know Morveck's works from some of the studies I looked into on AI and transhumanism, but I didn't know he also had theories related to reality being a simulation. He's the science guy working on it. If you want a philosopher, I check out Nick Bostrom. I-420 on April Fools. Ah, damn it. Sometimes I think I'm living in a simulation. I'll set things down and they'll move on their own. Sometimes I think I can see holes in my walls that just go to nowhere. You mean windows? Is your house made of Swiss cheese? Getting the team together. Mission candidate Harlan Cunningham from Texas, USA. Speaks English, Italian, VG hand-to-hand, and firearms skill. Undercover potential high. Taurus, our dealer, Vatican. Not this time. Off duty for personal reasons. A Ryan. Atlanta Ryan from Boston, USA. Speaks English, Latin, Ancient Greek, and Sanskrit. Historian, rugby player. Combat aptitude not yet evaluated. Expertise on ancient documents and church construction could be valuable. Not yet. Still in training. Next time. Kiyoshi Takakura from Osaka, Japan. Speaks Japanese, English. Very good at hand-to-hand combat, bladed weapon, and firearm skill. Former Yakuza. Undercover potential with cooking, gastronomic skills. Guest chef for Quebec City restaurant or food festival. Yes, but make sure he doesn't overwork himself off a recent tough mission. And Victoria Bebo from Quebec, Canada. Speaks French and English. MD, psychiatry, PhD in neuropsychiatry, specialized in neural system approach to emotional memory function, personality structure, and psychopathology. Left the Surgo under the Ascendance event, recruited by William Miles for unprecedented expertise. Signed to the mission. Remember, if you kill her, you'll be unemployed. Packing for Greece. Animus console prototype variant. Accessing extrapolated data reconstruction. Subject, descendant of Leonidas. Estimated accuracy, 76.3%. VB, are you comfortable with the rated accuracy? LH, we are using a centuries-old text to supplement the DNA memory from centuries-old blood. Hopefully the gaps will overlap. Understood. Berg had a problem with simulations rated below 80%. Berg had a lot of problems. Greece. Officially Hellenic Republic. Historically Hellas. First signs of human ancestors, circa 270,000 BCE. Earliest civilization, 3,200 BCE. Independence from the Ottoman Empire declared in 1821. Joined the European Communities, now European Union, 1981. Successfully part of the Roman Empire, Byzantine Empire, Venetian territory, and then Ottoman Empire. Mountainous countryside with Mediterranean climate, called the birthplace of Western cultures by historians. Herodotus and his work. Herodotus, called the father of history. Influential family. Herodotus was himself forced to go into exile in Samos, but then took part in the coup that overthrew Ligdamus. Studied and wrote historical travel books, gave public lectures, gained fame in drachmae. Greatest work was his history. Relies on interviews rather than records, which generally didn't exist anyways. Accuracy disputed, but influence undeniable. His work is credited with saving a mass of invaluable information on archaic and early classical Greece. His work is methodical and extensive. LH, he wrote about Greece and the surrounding areas. He traveled the Black Sea, visited the Scythians, and lived in Egypt for months. His books were like travel guides to the ancient world. AR true, though some of his work on non-Greek cultures was specious. You mean that there wasn't a tribe of cannibals in India who threw feasts with their deceased friends as both guests of honor and the main course? I'll say a hard no to that. Let's hope this lost book doesn't include that kind of cultural glitch. From what I've been able to interpret so far, he does mention a group of ancient geniuses who sound suspiciously like the Isu. His lost book is supposed to contain the story of a heretofore unknown hero who is a descendant of Leonidas I of Sparta, and we know the spear of Leonidas is an Isu artifact. Leave it to the father of history to connect the dots. Spear of Leonidas, rumored to be a powerful and deadly hand-to-hand weapon. Isu technology capable of multiple improvements. Unprecedented mental effects, genetic memory storage, passed down from Leonidas I to his grandchild. Who is Alethea? Isu architecture. So the Isu, aka the precursors, or those who came before, they're humanoid and they're ancient. They have triple helix DNA and 6 primary senses. The Isu say they created Homo sapiens to serve them, and who knows if they're wrong. Abstergo classifies them as Homo sapiens divinus, though they waffle on whether they're gods or not. Sometimes individual Isu say they aren't, but usually they act like they are. They like to give themselves god names. LH, wait, weren't the ancient gods named after them? AR, it's sort of chicken and egg situation. We know that the Isu had other names before they took on the ones we know, like Juno was also called Uni. And just to check, Alethea's not a goddess name, is it? You got a boss. It literally means truth, but if you ask Heidegger, well, not literally, he's dead. It means the disclosure of truth. He dedicated huge chunks of philosophy to defining exactly what that meant. What's the short version? Aletheia is unconcealedness as opposed to correspondence, which is truth as accurate definitions of reality, or coherence, which is truth as statements that are consistent with the rest of reality. Okay, I'll leave the philosophy to you while I handle the tech. Deal? Works for me. The Capitoline Isu. So the next thing is to realize is that there's Isu and then there's Isu. The main movers and shakers were the Capitoline Triad, Minerva, Jupiter, and Juno. Those were three scientists who formed a team to save the world from being destroyed by a solar flare. They were like superheroes with ulterior motives. Jupiter and Minerva seemed to sympathize with humans, but really only seemed to make a move after the Toba catastrophe nearly snuffed us out. Juno was in it for the Isu, but mostly for herself. LH, are those the world-saving solutions? One of those world-saving solutions was the eye that killed Desmond, wasn't it? AR, exactly. It worked short-term, but long-term seems more iffy. If iffy is a word you can use when you're talking about the end of the world as we know it. Aletheia did seem to imply that reality was shifting, or that multiple realities were shifting as calculations were made. I thought you were leaving me to the philosophy. Juno. So one of the most powerful Isu was Juno. She raised an army of followers trying to help her and her husband, Ida, get bodies. She wanted to move out of the gray, or virtual existence, in some kind of spiritual tech hybrid afterlife. LH, and the Phoenix Project was going to do that. The plan was so dangerous that neither the Assassins or Templar could take it on alone, so we teamed up for a while. AR, Layla, I heard about your colleague Charlotte de la Cruz. I'm so sorry. So am I. Weird question. So I know Mr. Berg used some special explosive to make sure there wasn't any DNA left, but wouldn't there be some trace of the Koh-i-Noor? I mean, you'd think some shards of a powerful artifact would survive. Alana, when Berg blows something up, he blows it up with extreme prejudice. That site is sterilized. So another question. How did Kiyoshi, Galena, and Aaron get away then? Too soon, Alana, too soon. Slide 4, Hermes. We don't know much about this Isu except that he was one. The Greeks and Egyptians both worshipped him. His special followers call themselves the Hermeticists. The god Hermes, particularly in the form of Hermes Trismegistus, was all about magic and alchemy, and his staff is the inspiration for the catechus. In theory, he met Pythagoras and gave him his staff. LH, we're betting a lot on that theory. We've extrapolated that the staff is the key to the Isu equations of reality theory. Based on the information we got in Egypt, the Isu are convinced that understanding the mathematical rules of the universe is the basis to changing it. AR, are you convinced? I'm convinced it might be true, and that's enough to make that staff very powerful and very, very dangerous. Aletheia. So who is Aletheia? That's a guess. I didn't record her using any pronouns. Called herself that. She has a grudge against the rest of the Isu for their godlier than thou attitude. The Isu unified front showed cracks before, like that time Minerva and Juno argued in front of Desmond, or when Consus reached through time to contact the assassins behind Juno's back. But this is a new level up insubordination. LH, fortunately for us, Aletheia seems to be on humanity's side. AR, yeah, she reminds me of Martin Luther, nailing his 95 Theses to a church door. Maybe this is the start of the great Isu schism. You've got a knack for naming things, you know that. Thanks, boss. Besides, she's a hacker. I like her. Hacking, is this something she was doing to the retransmissions? Sorry, I realize that's more my department than yours. You heard the voice change, right? That's when the retransmission got hacked, replaced right under the other Isu's metaphorical nose. How do you think she did it? Good question. If you want to brute force the program, try all the security protocols until you find one that works, then you lock everyone else out so they can't undo your work. Or you're an analog and get a stronger transmission, Mexican radio style. Alethea's big advantage is having all the time in the world to find a solution. Like Consus, she seems to be able to see multiple times at once and communicate across them, or multiple realities. I only wish I could do that kind of multitasking. If anyone could, it would be you, boss. Alright, let's go to our email. There's quite a few of them in here. It looks like the earliest is at the bottom. And it works up. So we have greetings and salutations from Layla to Harlan. Hi, Harlan. It's been a while. I tried to message you, but you've been off high. But what's happening? My favorite sharp-dressed man. Response. Hello, Layla. I'm sorry there's been a lot going on. I just logged off to clear my head and focus on what's important. Don't worry, Harlan. Response to that. Hi, Harlan. What's wrong? Is it Aaron? I just checked and he's offline too. Please tell me that you two are all right. Response to that. Hello, Leo. I'm sure he'll be fine. It's been quite quiet since he got back from the Australian mission. The new doctor says it's normal. I took some time to be off with him. I found a website where I could order salted licorice and stroop waffles, so that's cheering him up, Harlan. Response to that. Harlan, Aaron's eating junk food and a doctor's watching him. I just checked and nobody's finished their reports. What the hell happened in Australia? Response to that. Hello, Layla. I'll call you. Okay, Harlan. Memorial. Hello, Layla. So like I mentioned, the memorial service for Charlotte will be Thursday at 10. If Galena calls you, please let her know. She's left 2 phone messages, but she didn't leave a number and I haven't been able to reach her. She might be self-medicating, Harlan. Response to that. Hey, Harlan, it's okay. Let Galena have a bender. And remember that Aaron's appreciating all the care you're giving him. Even if you can't express it right now, keep being an angel, you, Layla. Your question from Harlan to Layla. Hello, Layla. Sorry for sidetracking you with personal issues. Was there something you wanted to ask me? Response. Hey, Harlan, don't worry. I was just going to ask if you wanted to join me on a mission in Canada, but I can do it myself. Response to that. Hello, Layla. Have you been in touch with Kiyoshi? He was in Australia too. He's been asking for work. I'll call him. Available for assignment. From Kiyoshi to Layla. Dear Mrs. Hassan, I heard you might be seeking a team member. I'm available currently. Response. Dear Mr. Takamura, can I call you Kiyoshi? Did I get your names in the right order? Hi, I heard that the mission in Australia was very rough. I can't believe how you pulled off that escape. The 3 of you, I mean, I'm sorry. Are you sure you wouldn't rather take some time off like Aaron and Galena? Layla. Response. Dear Layla, no need for time off. I'm ready for work, Kiyoshi. Return to active duty protocol from Victoria to Layla. Dear Mrs. San, let me introduce myself. My name is Victoria Bibo, and I've recently been brought on as a resource person by your group. Mr. Kiyoshi Takamura is under my care, and of course details are confidential. Please be aware that I do not recommend a return to active duty for my patient, Dr. Bibo. Response to that. Dear Dr. Bibo, are you fracking kidding me? Dr. Bibo is an Abstergo's Airy project, the world's top expert on the bleeding effect. Is this some kind of Abstergo infiltration attempt? Because if so, this is not the Layla you're looking for. Layla, who definitely didn't leave Abstergo in a hail of gunfire and shredded files. Response. Dear Layla, yes, that's me. I assure you this is not a trap. Dr. Bibo. Response. Dr. Bibo, it's a trap. Layla. Response. Dear Mrs. Layla, I assure you I meant nothing of the sort. William Miles could update you if you require more proof from my current position. Dr. Bibo. Response. Dr. Bo, I'm sorry, I was making a joke. You know, it's a trap. Anyways, I'm glad you're here, Layla. Double checking from Layla to Kiyoshi. Dear Kiyoshi, are you sure you're ready for this? Dr. Bo just spoke to me and said you're not cleared to return to duty. Response to that. Dear Layla, while I respect Dr. Bo and her medical opinion, I believe a return to duty is necessary. I can be of service to the assassins. Also, this assignment will give me something to do other than sit in my quarters and wait. Kiyoshi. Response. Dear Kiyoshi, I get you. You're the type that needs to work through your problems. I feel that too. Okay, consider yourself on board. I'll just tell Dr. Daycare that you'll be doing desk duty as my researcher. Feel free to get up from the desk and kick ass, if you know what I mean. Layla. Response. Dear Layla, thank you for understanding. Dr. Daycare? Question mark. Kiyoshi. Response, Dear Kyoshi, don't tell anybody, but that was her nickname back at Abstergo. She was in charge of putting kids through some super secretive branch of the Animus program. Well, teenagers, it's not that weird. They have pliable brains. And really, if I had known about the Animus when I was a teenager, I would have given a left arm and a right cerebellum to get in there, Layla. Response to that, Dear Layla, I see. Thank you, Kyoshi. Team effort. From Layla to Victoria. Dr. Bobo. I know you're in charge of his treatment, but Kyoshi's really keen on staying busy, so I told him you might let him be my backup for the next mission. It's really a short gig. I'll put him on desk duty as a researcher. I know Miles as a candidate. Alana, she sounds cool, but he's still getting her up to speed. Quebec City's as safe as stone houses. And the trip will keep Kyoshi out of trouble, you know? Layla. Response, Dear Layla, your proposal could be acceptable so long as he's properly supervised, performs only light duties. So I've spoken with William and got his blessing to join your mission. I know I'm a recent addition to your group, but I lived in Quebec for many years and I speak fluent French. Our next assignment, from Kyoshi to Layla. Dear Layla, Dr. Bobo contacted me. Sounds like we're in daycare, Kyoshi. Response, Dear Kyoshi, you're a funny guy. Nothing in photos, and then we have audio here. Not sure, it's just this.
The Lost Book of Herodotus. Spear of Leonidas. If I didn't work for the assassins, I wouldn't believe it. I'm still not sure I believe it. But a little luck and a lot of research later, and we've got ourselves the archaeological find of the century. At least, we would if I could publish it.
Okay. Nothing there, nothing in the trash. Alright.
Fascinating. Layla, can you believe we're meeting Herodotus himself?
I can. He sure does talk a lot.
Is there anything I can help you with?
So, does what I'm seeing as Alexios match your research? I had to tweak the Animus to use what we have of the book as a reference.
That book is a lost work by Herodotus. He basically invented the concept of recording history. And other figures are matching up too. Cleon, Pericles. The chance to see the past firsthand is why I joined the Assassins.
Most people would talk about justice or leaping across rooftops, but history's cool too.
I've loved history since my grandpa told me stories about his grandpa back in Ireland. He was an adventurer and sailor. So I'm continuing the family tradition. I feel so lucky.
You make your own luck, remember?
Why do people keep telling me that?
So I've met Herodotus, but I don't know much about him.
He's brilliant. His histories are considered the foremost textbook of classical Greece. People have made their careers analyzing his words for some new perspective. To see him in his own world, walking in the polis, and... Sorry, but he's kind of a hero of mine.
You can fangirl all you want.
Yay!
I'll leave you to your work.
If you need anything, just let me know.
Alright, so that's everything around here. Doesn't seem like you want to talk.
What?
Nothing in here.
I wonder if the Fry twins would still recognize London. A rooftop's still a rooftop. How's it going out there?
Well, no threats in view.
I'm glad we could work together again.
I believe our working methods are compatible.
Are you still upset about our last run-in with Abstergo? I'm sorry, I didn't realize those hills in Quebec were so steep. But hey, you and your Yakuza reflexes saved us. Sorry, ex-Yakuza.
We're all alive and our injuries have healed. That's what matters.
Of course, I'll return to the Animus, then follow the trail Herodotus left to find the staff. But there's so many possibilities, so many choices. There's no way to know which ones are right. You used to run part of the Japanese Brotherhood. What would you do?
Take things one step at a time, observe then act, or kill everyone and search their pockets for answers. You decide.
Thanks for watching our backs, Kyoshi. I'll leave you to your work.
I'll report in if Abstergo drops by.
Looks third echelon. Or is it fourth? Too bad we had to leave before we could drink some more caribou.
Alright, it looks like that's about it. And we are at an hour, so we will just go ahead and save here. And we will be back next time with more Assassin's Creed. Until then, we will see you all next time.